Hello, and welcome back to Senior Wise Journey, the place where we celebrate the richness and wisdom of our golden years. Have you ever paused, perhaps after carrying in the groceries or playing with your grandkids on the floor, and felt a quiet sense of gratitude for what your body can still do? In a world that often talks about aging in terms of loss, we're here to change the conversation. Today, we're not talking about limitations. We're celebrating strengths, the unspoken signs of exceptional aging that mark you as a rare and precious jewel. These aren't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. They are subtle, everyday movements that tell a profound story about your health, your resilience, and your vitality. If you find yourself nodding along, recognizing these abilities in yourself, then this video is a tribute to you. You are living proof that age is not a cage, but a stage for continued strength and grace. Let's explore the 5 powerful signs that your spirit is as youthful as ever. Part 1. The unspoken power in your hands. Let's start with something we use every single day, our hands. Think about the simple, satisfying pop of a freshly opened pickle jar, the secure feeling of carrying a heavy bag of groceries from the car, or a firm, confident handshake. This, my friends, is more than just hand strength. It's a powerful indicator of your overall vitality, what researchers call grip strength. It might sound overly simple, but study after study from prestigious institutions has shown a direct link between a person's grip strength and their longevity. Why? Because your grip isn't isolated. It's a proxy for your entire body's muscle mass and health. Strong hands often mean a strong body. It reflects the integrity of your nervous system, the density of your bones, and even the health of your heart. When your grip is firm, it suggests that your body has maintained its functional strength, its ability to perform the real-world tasks that define our independence. I remember my father, a carpenter well into his 70s. His hands were weathered and wise, but his grip was like a vice. He'd say, "A man's character is in his handshake." But I later realized it was more than that. His life was in his hands. The ability to still work with his tools, to carry firewood, to securely hold my mother's hand on their walks, it was his connection to the world, his source of purpose and dignity. When friends his age begin struggling to open medicine bottles or lift their grandchildren, his strong grip was a quiet symbol of his enduring resilience. Losing this strength can be frustrating and chip away at one's confidence. Suddenly, a simple task becomes a mountain to climb. But the reverse is also true. Maintaining it is a daily victory. It's the assurance that you can manage your own home, carry your own luggage on that trip you've been planning, and remain a capable, contributing member of your family and community. So how do we nurture this foundational strength? It doesn't require a fancy gym. It's about engagement. Try this. Next time you're watching television, keep a stress ball or a tennis ball nearby and simply squeeze it rhythmically. When you carry your groceries, don't shy away from a little weight. Use both hands and feel your muscles engage. Simple exercises like wrist curls with a light can of soup, or just consciously making a tight fist and then spreading your fingers wide can work wonders over time. This isn't about vanity. This is about capability. The power in your hands is a direct measure of the power you have to live your life on your own terms. It's the first and perhaps most fundamental sign that you are aging not just gracefully, but powerfully. Part 2. Standing tall, the framework of your vitality. Now, let's talk about how you carry yourself through the world. I want you to, right now, just take a moment to notice your posture. Are your shoulders gently pulled back? Is your head held high, aligned with your spine? Or do you feel a familiar slump, a rounding of the shoulders that has crept in over the years? Good posture is one of the most elegant and overlooked signs of exceptional aging. It's your body's silent announcement of strength, confidence, and health. Think of it as the framework of a beautiful house. If the frame is strong and aligned, the entire structure is stable and resilient. If the frame begins to sag, everything else is affected. As we age, gravity, old habits, and a weakening core can conspire to pull us forward into a hunched position. This doesn't just affect how we look, it has profound physiological consequences. A slumped posture compresses your diaphragm, literally reducing the amount of oxygen you can take in with each breath. Less oxygen means less energy, more fatigue. It can lead to chronic back pain, neck strain, and even affect digestion. Most critically, poor posture shifts your center of gravity forward, making you less stable and significantly increasing your risk of a fall. I once knew a woman named Eleanor, a retired librarian who was 82. What was most striking about her was not her age, but her presence. She walked with a straight back and a graceful stride that commanded respect. People often guessed she was a decade younger. Her secret wasn't a secret at all. She practiced daily stretching, a habit from a beginner's yoga class she joined in her late 60s. She said, "Standing tall makes me feel tall on the inside." Eleanor understood that posture is both an internal and an external practice. It reflects the health of your spine and the strength of your core muscles, the deep abdominal and back muscles that act as your body's natural corset. When these muscles are strong, they hold you upright effortlessly. So, what can we do to cultivate this framework of vitality? It starts with awareness. Several times a day, perform a simple posture check. Imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Feel your spine lengthen. Roll your shoulders up, back, and then let them drop into a relaxed position. Another wonderful exercise is the wall stand. Find a flat wall and stand with your back against it. Try to have your head, shoulder blades, and tailbone all touching the wall. Hold it for 30 seconds. It might feel strange at first, but you are retraining your body's sense of alignment. Gentle core exercises are also key. You don't need to do hundreds of crunches. Simple movements like the bridge, lying on your back with knees bent and lifting your hips, can powerfully strengthen your core. Maintaining good posture is a declaration. It says to the world, "I am here, I am strong, I am present." It is a visual representation of your inner resilience and a cornerstone of aging with vibrant health. Part 3. The Art of the Rise, Your Foundation of Independence. This next sign is perhaps the most telling of all. It's a fundamental measure of strength, flexibility, and coordination all rolled into one. It is the art of the rise, the ability to get up from the floor or a low chair without using your hands for support. Think about it. Playing with your grandchildren or great-grandchildren on the living room rug, tending to your garden, finding something that rolled under the bed. Life frequently brings us to the ground. The question is, how easily can we get back up? This single movement engages your leg muscles, your core stability, your joint flexibility, and your sense of balance. It's a full-body symphony of functional fitness. In the world of geriatrics and physical therapy, there's a well-known assessment called the sit-to-rise test. Studies have shown, quite dramatically, that an individual's ability to get up from the floor without assistance is a powerful predictor of longevity. Those who can do it with ease tend to live longer, healthier lives with fewer hospitalizations. Why? Because it indicates that you have maintained the foundational strength and mobility needed to prevent falls and to recover if one does happen. Being stuck after a fall is a terrifying and dangerous reality for many seniors. The inability to get up isn't just an inconvenience, it can be life-threatening. Therefore, preserving this ability is like investing in the best life insurance policy you can have. I remember watching my own grandmother, at 85, get down on the floor to look at a photo album with my young daughter. When she was done, she seamlessly rolled to one knee, placed a foot forward, and stood up as if it were nothing. My daughter was impressed by the old photos. I was in awe of my grandmother. She never thought of it as exercise. She just never stopped living on all levels, including the floor. Her daily life was her training. For many, this ability has faded. The knees ache, the hips feel tight, or the strength just isn't there. But it is not a lost cause. You can work on this. If getting up from the floor is too much right now, start with a chair. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, cross your arms over your chest, and practice standing up and sitting down slowly without using your hands for support. This is a simple squat, and it is one of the most effective exercises for building leg and core strength. To progress towards the floor, use assistance strategically. Place a firm cushion on the floor to reduce the distance you have to travel. Practice getting down onto one knee, then both, and then reversing the process. Use a sturdy coffee table for support at first. Over time, as your strength and confidence grow, you can gradually reduce your reliance on support. This ability is the bedrock of independence. It's the confidence that if life brings you to a low place, physically or otherwise, you have the strength and resilience to rise again. It is a profound sign that you are not just surviving, but thriving.
Part 4. Finding your center, the quiet sentinel of safety. Let's move on to a quieter, more subtle sign of exceptional health: balance. I invite you to try a little experiment with me, but please do it safely near a wall or a sturdy piece of furniture you can hold on to. Now, simply try to stand on one leg. Lift the other foot just a few inches off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling or needing to grab on? If you can, you should give yourself a sincere pat on the back. You are actively maintaining one of the most critical systems for safe and independent aging. Balance is not just a muscular function. It's a complex conversation between your inner ear, your eyes, your brain, and the nerves in your feet and legs. It's a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice. If we don't use it, we lose it. The statistics on falls among older adults are staggering and sobering. A simple fall can trigger a devastating cascade of events, from fractures and hospitalizations to a loss of confidence and increased isolation. Good balance is your quiet sentinel, standing guard against this risk every moment of the day. When you step off a curb, walk on an uneven lawn, or get out of bed in the middle of the night. Think of a tightrope walker. They are a picture of focus, making constant, tiny adjustments to stay centered. Our daily life is our own personal tightrope. Every step is an act of balance. As we age, our reaction times can slow and our muscle control can diminish, making these adjustments more challenging. That's why actively practicing balance is so crucial. A friend of mine, David, who is 76, told me a story that really stuck with me. He was walking his dog in the park when the leash suddenly went taut and he tripped over a root. For a split second, he felt that heart-stopping lurch, the feeling of no return. But then something kicked in. His body instinctively made a dozen micro-corrections, a shift of the hip, a flail of the arms, a quick step, and he found his center. He remained standing. He said in that moment he was more grateful for his daily Tai Chi practice than for anything else. Tai Chi, often called meditation in motion, is a phenomenal way to improve balance because it involves slow, deliberate weight-shifting movements. But you don't have to join a class to work on your balance. You can integrate it into your day. Try standing on one foot while you brush your teeth. Hold on to the counter for support and switch legs halfway through. Practice walking heel to toe, like you're walking on a balance beam, down a hallway in your home. The more you challenge your body's ability to stabilize itself in a safe environment, the better equipped it will be to save you from a fall in an unsafe one. This quiet, steady ability to find your center is a profound sign of a healthy nervous system and a well-maintained body. It's the foundation that allows you to walk through the world with confidence, knowing you have a sentinel on guard, keeping you safe.
So there we have it, the unspoken power in your hands, the graceful framework of good posture, the foundational art of rising, and the quiet sentinel of balance. These are more than just physical feats. They are the pillars supporting a life of independence, confidence, and vibrant health long after 60. They tell a story of a body and mind that have been cared for, a spirit that refuses to be defined by a number. If you recognized yourself in some or all of these signs, celebrate it. You are a steward of a remarkable gift. And if you found areas where you'd like to improve, feel inspired, not discouraged. The human body is wonderfully adaptable. It's never too late to start building strength, improving balance, and standing a little taller. You are the architect of your golden years. If this message resonated with you today, and you believe in celebrating the strength that comes with age, please give this video a like. It helps our community grow. Be sure to subscribe to Senior Wise Journey and ring that notification bell so you never miss our conversations. And please share this video with a friend who might need to hear this message of empowerment. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Stay strong, stay wise, and we'll see you in the next video.